So this is Danny Flexent here for SecondsOut. Delighted to be joined once again by 18-0 super-welterweight Joe Pigford. Joe, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you, mate. Cheers.
Glad to hear it. Next fight in busy schedule, 2 weeks' time. You're out twice last year, so it's kind of career's rolling again.
Yeah. I mean, that's what it's all about for me now. Like, obviously, I had a long time period that I was out the ring. So for me, I just want to get a bit of momentum and get active and just keep boxing. So ideally, obviously, it's been nearly 6 months again since my last fight at Wembley. So ideally, yeah, we'll get through this, obviously not looking past it, get through this fight and go straight into another camp and fight again quite soon.
You got Guido Pitto in a couple of weeks' time. He's well known as a kind of gatekeeper at European level. He's fought some of our top prospects here as well. Are you kind of measuring yourself against anyone else?
It's one of them for me, just to look good and win. Obviously, he's South American, very tough. Just if I get the rounds in, I get the rounds in. Like that's a bonus for me in my career because I've not really got many in. So to me, just put into practice what I've been learning in the gym. Look good doing it. Don't take stupid shots and just get the W. That's what it's all about.
In the press release, they said you're owner of some of the heaviest hands in British boxing. Put a bit of pressure on?
Do you know what? Like I feel the opposite. Like I don't. People like to see knockouts. People watch me thinking there's going to be a knockout. I've already got that attached to me. People want to watch, and I'm excited. So whether I knock people out or not now, people are watching it, expecting it, which is half the battle. So like, people want to watch. Do you know what I mean?
Is it quite a reassuring trait to have, though, that even when it's late in a fight, even if you're down on the scorecards, you know you've got that equaliser in you?
Yeah, 100%. Like even you look at that fight on the weekend. I think the cards were quite close anyway, but he definitely needed the knockout in the last round, and he Wood can punch, and obviously he turned the fight around, and that is something that I've always got in the locker. So yeah, it's comforting at least to know that you can win at any point in the fight.
Who have you been kind of moving around with, sparring with in the last few months leading up to this camp?
Just a few local boys, a few boys in the gym. Lee Cutler just won his southern area on the weekend. Just a few boys like that, a couple of amateurs, getting some good sparring in as well. Just staying busy, staying active, and getting a good sparring. And obviously, I've been around a long time. I've done lots of hard rounds with top prospects, world champions, British champions. I've done lots of that. So for me now, I just want to be fit, get my weight good, keep topping up on a good sparring, and as the fight gets a bit closer, I have some hard spars. And that's it, mate. I'm very comfortable doing what I'm doing at the moment, and I'm very happy, which I think happy fighter is a dangerous fighter, which is how I feel at the moment. So yeah, roll on 26th.
The British title isn't too far away from your reach, it would seem. Is it something that kind of appeals to you as you were growing up? Do you think about winning that Lonsdale belt, or is it more just if it's the right fight and gets you where you want to be?
I think it's a mixture. Obviously, Lonsdale belt is, any boxer says, that's a prestigious belt, and up until world level, I think people favour the Lonsdale belt. So obviously, if the fight gets offered, I don't know who would be about at the time. Obviously, Troy Williamson at the moment, but again, 100%, I'd love to fight for British title and just see what comes. Just like I say, I want to stay active. I think the division domestically is wide open. So yeah, I think very near future, hopefully fights like that will present themselves.
Yeah, you mentioned there it's wide open. Ted Cheeseman, we're not sure if he's going to come back or if he's going to retire. Anthony Fowler's moved up. Hamza Shiraz has moved up. He's fought Pitto. So yeah, who do you see as kind of, apart from Troy Williamson, who may well move up in class after the Mason Cartwright fight, should he win, no disrespect to Cartwright, who do you expect to be in and around that level when you're ready for that British title shot?
Literally, it could be anyone. Like, that's what I mean by wide open. There's a few boys that are sort of all like same sort of level from on paper. No superstars. A lot of people have moved up weights. Some people retired. You've got Liam Smith at the top, but he's well past domestic British levels. So, like I say, wide open, and when my time comes, whoever be in front of me, I'll be confident in beating them.
I guess there'll still be the likes of James Metcalf and people like that. Is that the sort of level you see yourself at now, or even beyond that?
Like I say, I feel confident with anyone domestically. I feel confident anyway. whoever's there at the time to fight for the British title, if that is a path that I go down and if that's an option at the time, I'm happy to fight.
Compare for us the Joe Pigford now compared to the one, say, 3-4 years ago when you were first starting your pro career, probably more than that actually, and you were kind of building that knockout record. What's the difference between you as a fighter now and then?
I think defensively I've definitely learned bits and pieces. I fight a little bit differently, but also with fights I sort of take chances or risks, like with the Aaron Morgan fight, which seems forever ago now, but like I'll take punches in fights sometimes when I feel comfortable and I can. I actually, when I don't feel comfortable or like you don't want to be taking big punches, defensively I am a bit better than I've shown anyway. Yeah, for me I just think I'm a bit more experienced, a bit more sensible, a bit more defensive thinking, but it's still the same, still a box fighter, puncher, so yeah.
And we were talking off camera, you were next to the current British champion at light heavyweight in Dan Aziz, and I remarked that you look pretty similar in size, certainly now, and you've got a fight in a couple of weeks, so you're not massively over your fighting weight. How hard is it for you to make the weight? Because you're obviously very big for 154.
Yeah, we both got our tops on. His arms are probably twice the size of mine, but nah, I make weight comfortable, like really good. I've got a new nutritionist now, Jack Cope from Southampton. Literally talk to him daily, gives me advice and helps me with my nutrition. I'm just more comfortable than I've ever been. Even with training, travelling to Bournemouth now, obviously I'm not living in Manchester. I'm living at home with my missus and my kid. Just happier, mate, and I think that's the best way to be.
Now, just before I let you go, we've asked you this before, but just remind people out there how they can find you on the different social media platforms so they can follow you a bit closer.
Just Instagram, Joe Pigford. Obviously, that's not really Twitter, Facebook.
Great stuff. All right, very best of luck in a couple of weeks' time. Really appreciate your time.
Cheers, mate. Cheers, mate.